Tommy's Charity for Babies believes every baby deserves the best start in life. Tommy's is committed to funding medical research and providing information to help more mums and dads through a healthy pregnancy and birth. Well, with me in the studio is Jane Bruin, Chief Executive of Tommy's, and joining her is Debbie Lawson, whose baby Jamie was actually born 16 weeks premature. Well, welcome to you both, and thank you for bringing in Jamie. Hope he stays happy on that sofa. Can I ask you first of all about Tommy's? Just generally, for those who don't know about it, what's the charity all about?
Well, Tommy's is really interested in pregnancy, and we were set up because unfortunately some people do have problems in pregnancy. So specifically we're interested in trying to prevent miscarriage, premature birth and stillbirth. In other words, to try to give as many mums and dads the best chance of having a healthy baby.
And we'll go into more details in just a minute, but let's immediately ask Debbie. I mean, did you know anything about the charity when you were about to have Jamie?
No. Obviously I'd heard the name, but I think until you suddenly find yourself in that situation, you're not really exposed to all the different charities that are available. But of course you hear about it very quickly.
And have you actually used the charity? Have you been helped at all by the work that Tommy's offers?
I've gone onto their website a lot and read up a lot, and where Jamie was born in St Mary's, I received a lot of backup from there as well. So I think, but I'm aware of the work that they do. And it's fantastic.
Now, many people are very much aware of how, well, harrowing, how nerve-wracking the route is when you've had a premature baby. Just so everyone can see, I mean, this was the size of little Jamie's foot when he was first born. So he was born 4 months early. And there's a picture of Jamie, so you can see the size of the hand, and that is amazing. He was just tiny. How much did he weigh?
He weighed £1.11, which was 950 grams, more or less. So he was really tiny.
Like a very, very light loaf of bread.
Yes,
bless
yes,
him.
exactly.
Well, looking at him now, he's absolutely spot on. Does he have any developmental problems? He seems to be absolutely sorted.
As far as we know at the moment, that nothing has come to light. He seems to be developing really well. So we've been very fortunate. He's been very fortunate.
He is actually a miracle baby, because there aren't that many that are born at 24 weeks. I mean, you may step in here. I mean, he really is truly a miracle, isn't he?
Yes, 24 weeks is really very, very early, and the statistics are that only 50% of babies born at 24 weeks actually survive. And those that do usually have some problem or another. So Jamie really is a miracle. And also, I think he gives everyone hope that just because you've had an early baby doesn't mean to say that it necessarily has to end badly. In fact, he's a great big bundle of fun and energy. So,
now, you've done many research projects, and what's your latest?
Well, we're concentrating on lots and lots of different research projects, and we're looking at everything from the pure science, because until you understand how pregnancy works in detail, you can't decide, in a sense, how to treat it. And then
Jamie's actually looking for his Ninor, his fire engine at the moment. He might take a while to find it, so sorry about that.
We've done lots of work looking at also some potential treatments, and probably one of the most high-profile studies we're doing is looking at a disease called preeclampsia, which affects quite a lot of pregnancies and a really, really, really serious problem. And we're busy just finishing off a trial looking at giving women doses of vitamin C and E, and hoping to prevent the onset of preeclampsia by just giving those simple vitamins. And that's looking really, really promising, and potentially could be a treatment quite soon.
And on a practical level, you also offer helpline. So if someone does have what they may think is a minor worry, or it might be something more important, you can just get onto that phone and say, help, I've got a problem.
Yes, I mean, we know that women are really anxious during pregnancy, and sometimes women think that some of the questions they've got might be silly, or that their midwife is very busy. And we provide an information service, and we've got books. You can have a look on the website, or just give us a call, and any question we've got we'll try to answer. And if we think that something does need a bit more investigation, we'll advise you to go and do that. So yeah, do give us a call.
Debbie, would you have liked more advice, especially when Jamie was just born? Do you feel that had you known about Tommy's exactly, when you had him born so early, you would have benefited from that?
I think so. Yes. It's really hard to say, because when they're first born, I think you're just in such a complete state of panic. You really don't know where to turn or what to do. I was sick myself. He was sick. The first few weeks you're just surviving. Literally, he was and I was. It was just, you're going from one moment to the next, doing the best you can. But certainly, I think had things been sort of put in my lap a bit more, where to go for advice and help, as well as the help I was getting from the hospital, it would have been invaluable.
Well, he's off exploring the set now, so if we hear a loud crash in a minute, we'll know he's off. There he comes back.
He's okay.
Does it help you when you hear experiences like we've just heard from Debbie? I mean, obviously this helps you build up your portfolio of knowledge. So will you ask parents like Debbie to come back to you when after the experience is over?
Well, we meet ladies like Debbie the whole time, and just delighted that Jamie's well and happy and certainly very active. Tommy's remit is all about really preventing the experience that Debbie went through, and that's really where we're focusing most of our attention, although we do produce some information, because premature babies have lots of needs, certainly in the early months, and we provide some information about some of the things that you'd need to know in looking after a premature baby.
And obviously you do your marketing well as a charity, and having celebrities involved always helped. And recently many people remember that they saw Anna Friel wearing this top. She's actually had her baby a few weeks ago, hasn't she?
Yes, yes.
Yes, and this is amazing actually, because this really sums up the charity, doesn't it? So it's all that preconceptual care and right up to the birth, and there's a logo on the back of the charity, so this one's well worth looking out for. Yeah. So how did you get Anna involved in this?
We obviously knew she was pregnant from looking at the magazines and things, and we simply rang her up and said, would you do us a big favour and model our T-shirt? And we sent along the T-shirt, and she really loved it. And she was absolutely great, and spent a good half day doing lots and lots of modelling shots for us in the T-shirt, and has been really, really kind to us. So
certainly raised awareness, didn't it?
Yeah, really, really helpful, and very nice of her to do it.
Well, I'm sure James desperately trying to have his say here. There's a good teddy bear up on our shelf up there, if you want to go and have a look at that. Yes. Will you now be interested to get involved?
Yes, absolutely.
With Tommy's.
When you go through something like that yourself, you realise how important it is to provide support for other people who might find themselves in that situation, and any personal first-hand experience you can pass on, or any advice. I think it would really help. I know from talking to other people that had been in my experience, in my position, that's what kept me going. The people who were that bit in front of me, or who had already come out the other side, if you like, they were the people that you really want to be talking to, the people who understand what it feels like, and you can there's a shining light there that you can sort of look towards. And
even when there are no problems, I mean, you're hungry for information when you're pregnant, and you've come up with some really good guides. I mean, this one is a working pregnancy, which is a programme really to take you all the way through, isn't it? So not only worries, but just the natural signs, what happens to your hormones, and really how you're going to feel at every stage. And there's a number of others, the working pregnancy, because of course we don't all sit up on our on our sofas and eat marshmallows until the end of term. And Tommy's Guide to Being Pregnant. Now, what does that deal with exactly?
That takes you through all the different stages of pregnancy and gives you lots and lots of tips and advice on just how to stay healthy.
And pre-pregnancy care, of course.
Yes,
we
very
often
important.
forget that, don't we? So pre-pregnancy care, you obviously don't just dwell on folic acid and its benefits, but literally how to get fit and prepared for pregnancy.
Absolutely, really, really important to do that before thinking about becoming pregnant, and continue that kind of lifestyle through the whole of your pregnancy. Very important.
And your research obviously shows that that adds to not only a healthy pregnancy but saves a lot of the problems that can occur along the way.
Yeah, I mean, we're beginning to understand that it's incredibly important, the environment in which the baby develops. So specifically what you eat, the stress that you put yourself in, and also the amount of micronutrients. So, you know, the folic acid is really important, and not just before pregnancy, but also in the first stages and also throughout the whole of pregnancy, but all the other micronutrients and vitamins too. So people say, you know, it's really important to have a healthy lifestyle during pregnancy, and we couldn't stress that more highly, really.
Now, before Jamie decides to completely rearrange the studio in here, just one final question. Where can people get this information? It looks very, I mean, there are books, there's obviously a website, so just point people in the right direction.
Yeah, you can give us a call on our information line, or simply have a look on our website, which is www.tommys.org.
And if they want to donate money to this very valuable charity,
they can do that on the website too, or again, just give us a call and we'd be very happy to hear from you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Jamie, for coming in and allowing your mummy to talk to us. Thank you very much, Debbie.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck.
Thank
and
you.
I hope
Thank
he
you very
really
much.
develops in the same way. Thank you.